The two-party system joke. We have a two-party system in America, sort of. There are the Democrats and Republicans, and then there's the other party. The state-controlled media ignores the candidate you want, the other party. You are forced to pick from the Democrats and the Republicans. Two names, but just one party. There is little difference between the Democrats and Republicans. It's as if the beast has two heads. The two-headed monster has ruined our once great nation. They passed legislation that we don't want, as if they don't represent us. Congress is obsolete. The president doesn't need them. He just signs executive orders like any other dictator. Congress doesn't represent us. They represent themselves. And they sell their influence like hookers in a red light district. Congress and our presidents created so much debt that we won't be able to repay it. Neither will our children, their children, or their great-grandchildren's great-great-grandchildren. It's a mess. They've overtaxed us and robbed our nation's pension fund. They raised taxes to put all the money back that they had stolen. Now all that money has been stolen also by the Democrats and the Republicans. Then Congress gave themselves a pay raise and a marvelous retirement package as a reward. If anyone asks what made America great, I'd say it was the Constitution, and we need to get back on track. You can ask any person age 75 or younger, during which war were you born? Everyone who is age 75 or less can give you the name of a war which was ongoing at the time of their birth. This is a disgrace. Do you like having been in a war every year since World War II? 75 years of continuous warfare can drain a country and put the people in the streets homeless. All around us we see signs that Nazis are in control. They know very well who the real terrorists are. The evidence is overwhelming. They touch your private parts at the airport, not because they actually think you're a terrorist. They do it to humiliate you and condition you. Food stamps is another humiliation tool to subdue you. 50 million Americans now receive food stamps and humiliation. The forces behind food stamps and the TSA have in mind full control, martial law, totalitarianism, and dictatorship, and they want you to go along with it and not wake up. They sprayed chemtrails and would not tell us what's in the vapor clouds, but some have analyzed them and found a lot of stuff that shouldn't be there, like red blood cells. Why would anyone spray us with red blood cells? We asked, but they aren't talking. We have a lot of questions about 9/11 too, but they're not taking questions at this time. They worked to get legislation passed to take away all your constitutional rights, and your 1776 rights are all gone now. The Patriot Act nullified your Bill of Rights, and whatever was left was taken away by newer legislation, NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, a euphemism to cover up the real content of that law. Like the Patriot Act, which has nothing whatsoever to do with patriotism, the National Defense Authorization Act has nothing whatsoever to do with national defense. But like the Patriot Act, it has a lot to do with fooling you. Most Americans are fooled by the names of these rights-stripping, constitution-busting, lawyer contrivances which lead us back to the Middle Ages, back to the time before the Magna Carta of 1215, says Paul Adams, J.D., who writes on the subject, and I have read one of his articles aloud and recorded it here on YouTube for your entertainment, education, and participation. It's entitled 2012, Evidence Suggests Defeat for the New World Order. There's a part 1 and a part 2. At the end, Paul Adams gives you some tips. He wants you to tell 10 every day, and if you can, write in the blogs or make a short video for YouTube, you could help spread the word. Every true patriot should do something to get this country back on track. You're not fighting for your country and not a hero unless you are doing your share to inform others and wake them up. Thank you.
Imogen for Waffle TV, sponsored by West Beer, and I'm here with comedian and spoken word poet Rob Alton. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thanks. So this is your 4th year on the Fringe. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And how's it gone so far? We're coming towards the end.
It's been really good this year so far, thanks. Yeah, it's been different. Like when I first started doing my run, there was people who come to like last year's show, come, and then people who I kind of knew were coming along, and then as the Fringe has gone along, the audience has changed. So I got a couple of alright reviews and.
Or not?
Go ahead.
We'll keep going.
And then the audience has changed. Yeah, we might have to move on a bit.
Yeah. Do you find the audiences are getting better as you are more well known?
Well, no. The thing is that if you get what I find is if you get a couple of reviews that say, "Oh, go and see this," and people kind of come with their arms folded, like, "Come on,
entertain me."
Yeah, which is a bit more difficult than people just kind of coming on a whim and going, "Oh, that sounds. I'll take a punt on that. It's about the sky or yellow or whatever."
Yeah. So why have you chosen to write about the lovely sky?
Well, I just want to write about things that I like. And I like the sky, and I like the colour yellow. Yeah, and
simple pleasures.
Very simple pleasures, I would say. Yeah, I like other colours as well, but yellow is
top one,
yeah,
top
yeah,
10.
Yeah.
So am I right in saying that you gave up a career selling paintbrushes to do this full time?
I
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, you've been doing your research.
Oh, I have. All over that. All over Wikipedia.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I used to work in an art shop selling art supplies because I really like painting. And
now you paint with words?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. Well, try. I don't know, not according to a review I got yesterday. But yeah, we will see.
So do you find that you're a poet or a comedian first, or do they just go hand in hand?
I think I would like to say I'm a writer.
Yeah.
And then I stand up and say what I've written. And I do poetry nights and I do comedy nights. Sometimes it was weird because I won that Dave Joke of the Fringe, which was great to win it. But I had a lot of people asking me questions about how to write good jokes and things like that, and I've got no idea. You're just
a genius.
Well, yeah, yeah.
And you're performing at festival later this year.
Yes, I am.
Excited for that?
I'm very excited. Yeah, I can't wait. I love festivals, and yeah, Scroobius Pip has got me on there.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, and he's been so good over the course of this festival. Like, he came and saw my show, and liked it, and that was like on about the 4th day or something, and he's playing to like packed out houses at the Pleasance, so I think people are saying what to go and see, and then he kind of points me in my direction, so he's been brilliant. Yeah, really amazing. And no, it's been really good. Like, I enjoy it. I just like performing and standing up and trying to say my piece, you know.
Yeah.
And I got a review yesterday where this guy was like, "Oh, what a missed opportunity, you should have done this." I'm like, well, I'd like to see your show about the sky by me, and then I could maybe review it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you do also write poetry. Do you find that's different when you sit down and think, okay, this is going to get published, okay, I'm going to say this, or do you just write and then see where it goes?
It's definitely... I used to work in advertising, right? And I just like having ideas, and sometimes the ideas can, I have like a little glimpse of something and then make it into a longer thing, or sometimes it only stays at 4 lines. But I do, yeah, I like reading poetry, I like writing poetry, and and yeah, I like standing up at comedy nights and doing some poems and seeing how it goes. Yeah.
So I hope you don't think I'm an absolute douchebag, but could I ask you to tell your joke that's one best joke of the Fringe?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a douchebag?
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Right.
Into the camera.
I heard a rumour that Cadbury's are releasing an Oriental chocolate bar. could be a Chinese whisper.
Excellent.
There you go.
Very well done. Thank you so much.
That's an absolute pleasure.
I hope the rest of the fridge goes really well for you. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks very much. Yeah.
I've been with Rob Orton. I'm Imogen for Waffle TV.